All right, so I just got back from watching Here, the latest film from legendary director Robert Zemeckis, director of the Back to the Future films, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, sorry, The Polar Express, and other such films. Oh, Forrest Gump as well, of course. Who can forget Forrest Gump? So this is actually a reunion of his cast with Forrest Gump. We got Tom Hanks and Robin Wright are back, two great actors, reunited with Robert Zemeckis, who hasn't made a really good movie in a while. He's sort of obsessed with technology, and I guess he always has been, but it's really, really obvious lately, with his obsession with the motion capture CGI type animation we had with Polar Express, Christmas Carol, and Beowulf. And then, there was the whole The Walk and Welcome to Marwin, Pinocchio, all that sort of stuff. So, but he can make good movies. And so this is his latest film Here, which is, how do I describe it? It's about basically a place and how life can happen in this one place. And so the camera does not move the whole movie, basically. It moves a little bit at the end, but, but most of the movie, the camera's just still. And so we're just watching events happen throughout time and all these different characters' lives in this one place. So some stuff takes place, pre-colonial days with Native Americans. And then some stuff takes place, 4 years ago, 2020, during COVID. And then there's stuff that takes place most of the movie takes place in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, leading up to the early 2000s. And that's sort of the storyline with Tom Hanks and Robin Wright's character. And they are de-aged with de-aging technology throughout most of the movie. Then eventually they catch up with how old they are now. And then even a little bit into the future, there's a little bit of extra old makeup put on them. There's other actors here as well. Paul Bettany, who's famously the Vision in the Marvel films, plays Tom Hanks' dad, ironically enough. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting premise for a movie, very easily to make boring. But thankfully the characters and the events and the acting is so good that I was never bored throughout this movie, even though the character never moves. The camera, even though the camera never moves. So I don't think it's a perfect film. There are certain storylines and certain timelines that don't really go anywhere. They're just kind of there for either filler or just jokes, which the jokes can be funny, but, it doesn't really add much to the film. And I would say the technology is good for the most part, although at one point it did look like Tom Hanks was older than his dad, which was a little weird. But that's not through most of the movie. Most of the movie, it's fine. So that's basically what I think of the movie. It's okay, it's fine. It didn't blow me away or anything, but I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's gonna win Best Picture or anything like that. I don't really see it becoming a classic, but it's better than Pinocchio. It's better than a lot of the stuff Robert Zemeckis has made lately. So there's that. The acting is good. The technology is fine. It feels like I'm watching a stage play. Like, minimal props. I could easily see this being acted out on a stage in front of a, live audience. And we have people moving back and forth, putting up different props to show different time scenes, maybe different costume changes and stuff like that. But yeah, not really much to say about this movie, good or bad. It's just fine. It's okay. So, it's a little tear-jerkery near the end, because obviously it's a movie about life. Bad things are going to happen in life. But obviously it ends with sort of a hopeful motif. So, yeah, if you're interested, if you need, to see a movie for maybe a date night or, just something to see with your parents maybe, I do think Here is a good option if you're interested in some sort of melodrama type story. So yeah, if you're interested, Here is playing in theaters right now. You can go ahead and check it out.